and welcome to the Sullivan Stone's video shopping channel. In this video, we are offering a half flat of Colombian quartz. It's Lemurian quartz. This is lot ID number TT1111-2. This is a total of 27 pieces. And this flat is special compared to some of the others we've sold because, as you can see here, I have little labels in the back to help you identify some of the growth habits and patterns that are often desired by metaphysical clients in particular. For those who have only a little bit of time for a quick overview, I will first do a simple flyover of this lot. Then, for those who want to make a closer inspection of the crystals, I will show each piece in detail. Okay, now for the detailed views. As you can see, I have little post-it notes in the backs of these fold-ups so that you can identify more easily the various features of the specific crystals. If you're a beginner to this and you're trying to understand what some of these things are, this is a great flat to learn on. So this particular one is called a barnacle crystal. And you can see all of these little druzy pieces growing on the outside of the main crystal, and that's what's referred to as a barnacle. This one has a barnacle side. It also has what they call a crater, which is where one crystal grows or interferes with another. And it also has a time link window, which you can see right here, parallelogram. So that's for time travel. This is a tabular crystal, as defined by being having a flat dimension to it opposed to full around. And this one also has a crater, which you can see right here. This crystal is a twin, as evidenced by these crystals growing together, but it's also tabular. So that's a nice combination. This piece is just a fantastic optical clear piece. The video doesn't even do it any justice. You have to see this thing in person. It's just amazing. Truly optical clear. So one of the prized crystals when it comes to quartz is a temple dowel. Now, by true definition, this is not entirely a true temple dowel, but it has a temple dowel face. It has 7 sides, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So a true temple dowel crystal will have 3 of these faces around the crystal, and then it will have perfect triangles in between them. But for those who want to have the sample of at least one good temple dowel face, this is your piece. So this one has a few things happening. First, it has an Isis face. Now, similar to temple dowel, it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So Isis face is 5 sides, whereas temple dowel is 7. But this is a perfectly symmetrical Isis face. It also has penetrator crystals, and it actually has a phantom in there. I don't know if you can see it. But a phantom is when you can see an inclusion on the inside of the crystal that oftentimes mirrors the growth pattern of the crystal point itself. This is a specimen that's a crater crystal. Again, where it's grown with another crystal. Actually, in this one, it's right here. Crater. This is a, tabular crystal, also with the crater pattern. This is a really nice optical clear crystal, which also does have a time link window. Time link is right there. This is a nice example of a penetrator crystal. This one goes right through. That's a really nice one. This is a tabular, again, that's a little bit more flat. And this one also has, if I can catch the light just right, focus, here we go. Has a perfect little triangle window. So this crystal has quite a bit going on. This is a double terminated crystal, which, if you're not familiar, means it has points at both ends of the crystal. There's no break point, so it's fully terminated. It is a bridge crystal, which means that you have a crystal growing across another crystal. It is a twin. As you can see, this part of the crystal has two terminations coming out of the same base, and it does have a crater. So that's actually a very special piece. That one there is worth a lot. Here's another example of a twin. And this one has a pretty significant penetrator, as you can see right here, going into the center of these two crystals. There's another optical clear Lemurian tabby. It's actually not damaged, it's just an internal fracture. This is an optical clear, but this is what's referred to as a Tessin habit. A Tessin habit is when you see a tapering that goes toward the point, to the apex of the crystal point, whereas when you compare it to some of the others, they go straight sides. So you see how this one has a little bit more of a curve, this one has straight sides completely up to the termination point. So that's what is defined by as a Tessin habit. You see a lot of Tessin habits in Muso quartz crystals, which are very desirable by collectors. Here's another optical clear with a perfect triangle window right there. There's another specimen with a perfect Isis face. Remember, an Isis face has 5 sides. This one also has a triangular window, big one right there. It's nice. And we have yet another one with a perfect triangle window, and this one has a crater as well. This is an Isis face with a penetrator. I don't know if you can see the penetrator is very faint coming through here. The Isis face is actually the smallest of all the sides. Get to focus. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect little Isis face right there. Here's another with a perfect triangle window. A couple of them actually. This is just a really nice optical clear Lemurian. As are the remainder. A few other pieces here. So like I said, this is a really great lot for anyone who is familiar or not with these particular growth habits and patterns. If you sell to a lot of people who are metaphysically inclined, they're going to probably know what they're looking at. And even if they don't, now you know what they all are. So, to purchase or inquire about this flat, please send us a DM via the link on our website, and we will follow up with you as quickly as possible. Thanks for viewing, and please like, subscribe, and share our YouTube channel. And most importantly, remember to click the bell to receive instant notifications of our newly uploaded videos. Happy shopping!